episode of the Max Mobile Celebrity Podcast. I am your host, AJ, along with our other three hosts here. We start with the Queen, Shonda.
Good
We
morning.
got Julio Hennessey, and we also got our boy here, Ray Money.
What up, though?
And I want to welcome everybody. We've got a lot of people that came that logged in earlier today.
Yeah.
I want to say
That's
thank
a
you
good
for
thing.
logging in.
That's right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Great day.
Hold on a second here. Looking for our names.
Let's see who all in here.
Looking for your name.
Our names are not showing up.
Hey.
Oh,
Well, I'm
yeah.
sure everybody will know who I am.
What up, you baby?
That's kind of weird.
A little bit of technical difficulties this morning.
Right now, Ray looks like he is a person in Jamaica trying to rape some people. Back in his damn.
You like a convict. Julio look like- we don't want
There
to
we go.
Yeah, we're good now. Hi, everybody. I want to say thank you for joining us today. For those that have tuned in, and see you guys came in early today, and we are going to have a guest later on in the second half of the show, and he's a black quarterback, graduated from don't start Julio, graduated from Pittsburgh, and he'll be joining us this afternoon. He's an NFL prospect for 2021 by the name of Brandon Priester. So he'll be joining us later on this afternoon. But we're going to start out today with our Queen Shonda. And first of all, before we even get started, I just want to just say hello to everybody. I just want to check on everybody. Shonda, how you doing? How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Hanging in there.
You know, my answer is every time I get to wake up and get my feet on the floor, it's a blessed day.
That's
how you doing,
true.
Julio? You doing okay today?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Best to be expected. Thankful. Hey, every day getting to live and breathe is a great day, brother.
Yeah, I like your green screen. And
Yeah, you know.
and my man down here, the comedian Ray Money. How you doing, Ray?
Man, I'm hanging in there, man. That's look, I'm trying to make it happen.
That's good. That's good. Well, that's what we're all doing here. So we're going to start out today with our segment with entertainment news. And there's a couple of things going on. Kind of have to get away from this political stuff that's been going on for the last couple of months. You got anything for us today, Shonda?
So the inauguration went off without a hitch, which is good. No violence.
Yeah.
It was peaceful. It was beautiful. Did you all watch any of it?
Yes, we did. I did.
Okay.
Yep.
It was pretty good. That young lady, Amanda Gorman, was phenomenal. She looked absolutely fabulous, and she did a fantastic job with her poem. Could you imagine being tasked to write and recite a poem for the presidential inauguration? I can't even. She did it with so much poise and class. She was just beautiful. I just loved watching her do her thing, and her artistry is fantastic. So I'm glad that that's over. I told myself that I wasn't going to post any more political stuff or anything like that for a while, so I've been, falling off of that. But the Bernie memes, the Bernie Sanders memes, you guys. The Bernie Sanders memes have me weak. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
You see them. AJ, have you seen them?
Bernie?
The memes. Because, he had on his little mask, and he was all bundled up. He had in these big ass mittens on his head, sitting in his little folded chair. So they are inserting Bernie Sanders into every daggone thing. They got him. I think one of the funniest ones I saw it and reposted was they have him sitting in the bathtub with Prince in the window.
Yeah. Seeing come out of the tub. That was on my top five. I got a top five Bernie meme list myself.
Top five Bernie memes?
Yeah,
you got one. They got
Yeah, I
him
get
in the I posted one. They got him in with the kids with ET, taking ET home.
that's a good one.
Somebody knitted Bernie with the mittens on. They crocheted him and they got a little Bernie doll. Yeah, so they got me weak. I mean, that's what kind of got me through my night because I had to work on some things until about 11 o'clock last night from my daytime job. But yeah, the Bernie memes are kind of what I'm about right now because I want to get away from all the negativity of the
That's fine.
presidential election.
Mhm.
And I'm just looking forward to a brighter, new, peaceful conversation coming out of our capital. You know what I mean? Just a more inclusive conversation, a more intelligent conversation coming out of our White House. But over between yesterday and today, we did receive some sad news. Baseball legend Hank Aaron passed away
Man,
Yeah,
yesterday.
yeah. Who was he?
And I
family,
was,
rest in
86, I
peace,
think.
man.
86 years
man,
old. What was
was
he?
I
86? Something like that.
86?
86? Yeah.
Um,
Lived a full life.
correct. President Barack Obama tweeted about it. He said Hank Aaron was one of the best baseball players we've ever seen and one of the strongest people I've ever met. Michelle and I send our thoughts and prayers to the Aaron family and everyone who was inspired by this unassuming man and his towering example. So he was pretty awesome. And we're sad that he passed away. Yesterday. I'm just looking it up because my screen was buffering a little bit. He is an icon and just he paved the way for so many in sports because everything that he had to go through.
Yes, he did.
Um, so we want to just send our thoughts and prayers out to the Aaron family and just thank them for allowing the world to share him, with all of us. And also this morning, sad to report that Larry King also passed away.
Wow.
He was 87. Larry King is a legend.
Yeah, he was.
I don't care who you are. Right. He just had a way about interviewing
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
That
the
was just
style.
he had his own style. He started out in radio with his suspenders. Everybody knew him by the suspenders. But he died in LA at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center from COVID. He had been in the hospital for quite a while battling COVID, and they had moved him out of intensive care, I think, if I saw correctly, on January 4th. So we're just losing some legends here. God is calling our legends home to be with him. So we want to send our condolences out to Larry King's family for the remarkable life that he lived and all that he shared with the world. He really did interview everybody from Lady Gaga to
They're
Barack
both
to
living legends.
Yes, to Marlon Brando, to he even presided over a Middle East peace summit with PLO Chairman Yasser Arafat, King Hussein of Jordan, and Israeli Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin. He had everyone from the Dalai Lama to Elizabeth Taylor to Mikhail Gorbachev to Bill Gates on his show,
Yeah,
and
he's
he
had
did
everybody.
that right.
Gorbachev.
Right? It's just the number of people that he interviewed and he got to sit down and just have frank conversations with was remarkable. So we want to just again extend our condolences to him, well, not him, but his family.
Yeah, to both of them, both of their family.
Yeah,
Well, thank you for that, Shonda, because those are two major. They're actually international legends.
correct,
They're
correct.
known all over the world. So yeah, definitely got to give them some props on that. And like you said, Larry King had his own style, and he was interesting gentleman that had an international platform.
Mm-hmm.
which made him very famous. And he had everybody from kings to superstars and sports and movie stars. Had everybody. So yeah, they're going to be greatly missed. I want to give a quick shout out very quickly to some of our viewers, our new viewers. We got S Monk. Thank you for joining us, and we see you there. We've got Yvonne Priester, and also BP. I just want to say thank you for joining us today.
Appreciate you.
A quick shout out to y'all.
Welcome.
And so we're gonna go over here to Julio. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold off on that just for a minute. I'm gonna do a.
Can I piggyback on the Bernie?
Yeah, go ahead, Julio.
Because that was, I'm still feeling the vibe of the Bernie Sanders. You know what I'm saying? Like my like I said, my top 5 Bernie memes, yo. Like right now, I'm starting with 5. Say Ushanda had kicked it off with him sitting on the in the tub with Prince. After that, I liked that he was on Friday on the porch with Smokey, like
with Smokey, like
I was like, yeah, that was a good play right there. I was definitely feeling that, Bernie.
Yeah.
I was feeling do you want to, life's like a box of chocolates. Him and Forrest
on
Gump,
the bench.
on the bench. That was I felt that. I felt that one. I felt a real good one. But what's the other one? It was the aggressive Bernie. Like, why they have Bernie? Like,
Shauna, do you have a link to any of those?
He was on Ghost. They had Bernie being Ghost behind her, like doing the clay, and he had his mittens over her hands when she was rubbing the clay.
Yes.
Man, and then last but not least, the killer Bernie, the instinct Bernie. He had a dude in the UFC match in an arm bar, like breaking it in half. I was like, Bernie out there put him to sleep with an MMA ring. So those
he looking so peaceful.
He looking so peaceful, holding his man on like, yeah, it's gonna break. So those are my top 5 Bernies, man.
Oh my God. The Bernies are out of control.
Whoever crocheted that Bernie doll, if they know who did that, I gotta put a bid in for that.
You saw that, right?
I saw it. It was dope. He was sitting there crossed over like that with his little hair blowing with the wind. Like he had his little hair blowing in the wind, bro. They had his little hair blowing in the wind, like his hair blowing out there, bro.
It was the little wisps in the back.
I
was like, wait a minute. My first thought was, whoever posted it, like, who the F crochet Bernie that quick with the mittens? I'm like, I just want to know, like, somebody got mad skills. Inauguration just a few days ago. You already got Bernie with the mittens crocheted up in a doll? Like,
They went in on that. That was immediate work. Somebody like they was like, immediately, I'm gonna get 2 million TikTok views when I make this Bernie. They just
somebody went all the way in.
Crocheting that Bernie. Yeah, they was TikTok right there. Whoever did that, that was always TikTok. Like, for real, I don't understand that. It definitely was hilarious though. I don't know what the hell. My background? What? Anyway,
right. Hold on, there's so many.
All right, Julio. I think I'm gonna do Bernie Sanders mittens.
Just memes. The Bernie memes.
There's quite a few of them.
There's so many. They got him everywhere. They did this show. They put Bernie in a rowboat.
There's comedians putting Bernie on stage then while he's telling jokes right now. Like, I mean, everybody's putting Bernie in everything.
They got Bernie sitting up with Deadpool.
Man, for real, they're Bernie doing everything. Bernie, man, like I said, the Bernie the ghost one to me was the clay. He was sitting there with like the mittens on top of the hands while she was doing the clay. I was like, bro, they went all the way. All the way. Classic. So the internet was in, bro.
I'm gonna see if I can get a video of this real quick. Let's get a video real quick.
At the inauguration.
Hold on, I was trying to send you this link, but it keeps playing. Hold on. It's on YouTube.
Whoever get his little job designing and stuff.
Who?
There you go. He delivering the packages. There he is. We'll show him. That wasn't.
See?
You so nonchalant. There it is. Everybody put Bernie everywhere, man. Knitting with Bernie mittens. I'm telling you, bro. Like people gonna have that for next Halloween on their front porch. Like Bernie's still gonna be around for decoration next year.
Yes.
We put the cutout of Bernie on the front porch. Like you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
There it is.
Bernie came in with a package and like he was doing a pumpkin delivery.
Somebody there's a Michelle meme going around in her outfit with a lightsaber. You see?
I got something, y'all. No, I got something, y'all.
They put Bernie on Fashion Week. They put Bernie on the bus.
He looked like he was on the train.
Yeah. Do you have your Chucks and pearls?
I don't have Chucks. I don't like them. I have pearls though.
Okay, but I'm just saying, some people is posting these Chucks and pearls. Can you wash your Chucks? Can we get a new pair of Chucks for you? And can your pearls not look like mustard? Because y'all got some hazy pearls out here. I'm not trying to knock you.
Why you hating? Why you hating, Julio?
You keep it 100.
So there he is. There we go with the mittens.
They're gonna put them. They're gonna put them dusty Converse on. They got the holes in the toe. I promise you, they put $37 at Target. They got them.
That is so flipping crazy. I'm a part of the Universal Orlando pass holders page, and they went and they put him on all of the roller coasters. They put him on top of the Universal Globe. I'm like, what y'all doing with Bernie? They put him in everything. I'm like, they put him on the Simpsons ride.
They showed Lisa Simpson having on pearls and purple. Look at her.
Oh,
hey, Julio, let's get over to your comedy corner. Julio, who you featuring this week?
Well, this week on my comedy corner, man. I mean, I'm going back to a legend. I think for me, well, my mama had an 8-track in the bedroom, and I was listening like 3 a.m. to this 8-track. I get my butt because I giggled too loud. We had headphones back then too. But I'm bringing up Red Fox, man. I think definitely Red Fox. I always never heard it, the comedy. And before I even saw him on TV, I heard the comedy. So I didn't realize as I got older, I had been hearing that stuff by getting my whoop. I'm telling you, I think for me, he is the king of. I mean, he was the one that actually brought the urban side, the dirty, the sex into the comedy.
Red Fox.
A lot
was
of
a dirty old man.
He just talked about life and what life is. Life is dirty in my aspect. I look at it too. But born in he was actually born in 1922, December 9th. So Sagittarius. That's what's up. If I'm correct about that, yeah, we Sagittarius. Passed October 11, 1991. Born in St. Louis and passed in Los Angeles. He spent before he got famous with the Sanford and Son, if they knew him, he spent over 30 years being and doing the chitlin circuit. And we know about the chitlin circuit back in the day. It was the only platform we had to go out there and get the money and go out there, especially in comedy. He worked with races like Bessie Smith, the Will Masson Trio, which is also was Sholot and Sammy Davis, Big Bill Brown, and Mon Mabley. He all did the circuit with them in the chitlin circuit, and it wasn't until 1951-52 when he first hit his first white club in New York back in the day, and that's when he brought his comedy, his dirt, his essence of raw to everybody. And I have a clip right now showing how this still to the day I think he just real reality. I think we try to clean everything up, but still the world still got a little dirty all the time. So at least we embrace that. Movies.
So what do you have for us?
I guess the clip real quick. Movies. 1970. Cotton Comes to Harlem. That was a great movie with Grave Digger.
I remember that movie.
I used to watch that movie. I watched that. Harlem Nights.
Ooh.
Also, Ghost of a Chance. He was in a movie with Dick Van Dyke. I've never seen that movie with Dick Van Dyke and him, but it's called Ghost of a Chance. He was in a movie with Dick Van Dyke. So those are his movie credits. also. So this clip is here showing him what he's doing in Vegas every weekend as he right doing the 60s and 70s. So let's it's called, I don't know what it's called, but I know it's funny and I laugh every time I watch it. So I think AJ we had it queued up earlier. So shout out, salute to Red Fox, the great.
All right, see, we'll pull up my man here. Yeah, we grew up watching Red Fox.
Yeah, man. I mean, we all know him from Fred Sanford and things of that
Look
nature.
at him.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Silverbird Hotel and Home Box Office are proud to present Red Fox.
Hey, pimpin'.
That boy was so cool. Not the player there.
Or not, you're in for a thrill. Might sound like egomania, but I swear to God and 3 other white men, you're going to enjoy me. You're getting out here. You see, I talk about sex mostly. That's why people say I'm dirty, I'm blue, gross, vulgar, dirty old man. Well, let me tell you folks, that's a lot of shit. I'm honest. Everyone here says shit. If you never said shit before, meet me after the show and let me slam your hand in my car door.
You hear a whole lot more than that.
You say shit, fuck that nigga. The shit that what the fuck you doing? These are normal reactions. Everyone's wrong. You know, I say fucking shit only for one reason. People do. You never fucked shit. You never shit. Fuck. I was laying in bed last night talking to my ex-wife's sister. I'm there.
Yo.
Yeah, it's crowded too bright. Oh, another reason I say shit is because I have a St. Bernard dog, weighs 240 pounds. He does not do. You cannot give a dog 10 cans of alcohol and expect him to do. These St. Bernards, shit. That's why you keep them in the yard. If you had them in the house, they shit up the furniture. My neighbor called the police. See, I got a yard full of shit. They called the police and told them I was growing shit. They came out of the house and said, "Where's that shit you're growing?" I said, "I'm in the yard, smoking 12. You notice I smoke a lot when I perform. Because friends, a lot of things work through cancer. A 6'6" black nationalist in the alley with a hatchet mad at you is worse than cancer.
Yes, sir.
I don't join no groups, but most groups give up pork. But I'm not going to give up pork to be with other people. These guys told me once, he asked me, "How can you eat that filthy swine?" I said, "Knife and fork, hot sauce, green, black-eyed peas, Kansas City potatoes, peach cobbler, and a diet right cola." Yeah. Just laugh right out loud, honey. They owe these people. You enjoy yourself. Get drunk tonight. Throw up in a cab. Fuck them. You come to Las Vegas and relax. I think you have a smile to bring in.
Okay, everybody. We got to get our commercial break. I mean, that's another superstar.
I love me some old Red Fox. He remind me of my pop-up.
That man was so he's a real old school player there. Had a long day with Sanford and Son, bro. Anyway, everybody, you listen to the Max Mobile Celebrity Podcast, and we're actually going to go into our commercial break. And when we return, we're going to be speaking with this is a NFL prospect, black quarterback by the name of Brandon Priester, and he's going to be joining us right after our commercial break. So we'll see you in a moment.
Awesome.
A new day has come. Sable Ascent is taking your business around the world at no cost. We are connecting Black businesses in one global community, transacting with one currency, Stablecoin, creating one economy. Remember, you are not alone. A digital world is here. Register your business today at sableascent.com.
Creating a mobile app for my business has been one of the best decisions I've ever made as a business owner. It helps me stay connected with my customers. It allows me to send my customer specials at any point in the day using push notifications. I even have a loyalty system integrated to encourage more repeat business, which really works. And best of all, my customers love our mobile app. They're always using it, asking about it, interacting with it, and more. Developing a mobile app has been one of the most cost-effective ways for our business to grow, connect with new customers, and encourage existing customers to come in more. It's really paid off. To top it off, developing the app was extremely inexpensive and has shown a very high return on investment when considering the amount of new business we've generated from our business app. And if you're a business owner thinking about developing a mobile app, I highly recommend it. It will help you grow your business, connect with your customers, and stand out from your competitors.
With this current pandemic, we know there's still a lot of business owners that feel they don't need a mobile app to sell products to their current customers. Well, at least that's what they think. And maybe that's been the case in the past. But if you want to prepare for the immediate future and start seeing massive benefits right out the gate, you would need a mobile app from Max Mobile Pro to keep up in this fast lane of e-commerce. Not so easily convinced? There are many reasons why small business owners should embrace the revolution and invest in mobile apps. Here are just a few. Mobile apps are a great strategy to keep your customers engaged with your brand, offering unique features that are more relevant. More specifically, they act like gentle reminders that pull your customers back with real-time loyalty programs. One significant advantage of a mobile app developed by Max Mobile Pro is that it provides businesses with the opportunity to personalize their communications by leveraging user profile information. Companies are able to engage their customers individually in real time. An app provides brands with the tremendous opportunity to offer a highly personalized user experience and develop deeper relationships with customers, domestic and worldwide. To learn more how we can promote your brand using a custom mobile app, talk to our senior consultant by calling 813-403-7271. Once again, that number is 813-403-7271. Or visit us on the web at www.maxmobilepro.com. Your customers have all gone mobile. When will you?
Okay, welcome back, everyone. As I mentioned, you're listening to the Max Mobile Celebrity Podcast, and man, I just want to say I want to thank everybody for joining us today. We got a pretty good viewing crowd today, and we're going to introduce our special guest for this afternoon. He is actually. This is something that I've noticed that the NFL has really game has changed now that we've had these black quarterbacks. They really have changed the game tremendously. And so we want to go ahead and introduce Mr. Brandon Priester. And he is actually a graduate from Pittsburgh, and he's going to here to tell us his journey. Welcome to the show, BP. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good, man. What's going on with it?
Hey, man, we're here having a good time, man, and we're excited to hear about your fantastic journey, and especially with the upcoming 21 draft, NFL draft coming up. So tell us about your journey.
Basically, I'm just a quarterback who's been through the journey, man. Who's who's went through a lot of different obstacles to get to where I'm at, and I'm finally starting to get recognized and noticed from the hard work I put in, and moving in the right direction. Looks like I'm going to be doing something that a lot of people couldn't do, said I couldn't do, and it feels good.
Okay. And take us back to the beginning when you started out in high school, and tell us how that was and what your accomplishments.
Yeah, I'm in high school from Montclair, New Jersey.
Where you from?
I'm from Montclair, New Jersey. And
from Jersey.
Yeah.
I'm from Jersey. That's why I asked. Sorry.
Okay, that's what's up. And basically, man, I was in high school and I won a state championship. I mean, I was very dominant in high school. I was on Rivals, one of the top quarterbacks in the state of Jersey at the time. Joe Flacco was number 1 in the state. I was 5, I believe. Won the state championship, scored the game-winning touchdown on my birthday. Was probably one of the greatest moments of my life. And from there, I basically just, went on a journey, went to Pitt, and I had to go through different things, and journey happened with Dave Wanstead and a whole lot of different stuff. But I had to fight through all of that, and I just been sticking with it.
Does anybody have any questions for him?
Hold on 1 second. I was trying to bring some information up, but it's lagging a little bit. So what have you been doing since to keep yourself mentally and physically prepared for what you really ultimately want to accomplish?
I've been doing a few things. What people don't realize is that I actually played professionally. I played a lot of indoor football on my journey. I was with the Marion Blue Racers in 2015, where actually I got the Comeback Player of the Year award. And then that set things up for me to get picked up with the Nebraska Danger in the IFL in 2019, which was a huge opportunity. If people that don't, the general public probably don't understand, the IFL is like probably the third level, NFL, CFL, and then IFL. So I was out there at that level, and I was dominating, learning some things. And so what I've learned, what I do now is, I actually went to Nebraska and got injured. I tore my calf muscle out there in Nebraska in 2019.
Oh no!
And so what I gravitated toward was this book called The Secret, and the master of positive affirmations and kind of just the law of attraction. And I've been doing that, and it's been attracting a lot of opportunities, and it's keeping me on my path of getting to where I'm at now.
That's what's up. Like keeping your mind and your body right, because it's like you affirm or you put it out there in the universe what you want, and then people believe that it'll come back to you, and just keeping your thoughts positive about what it is that you want. That's what's up.
I mean, indoor football league, that's some high speed, high power.
Can hear you, right?
I love that indoor football league now. Yeah, I used to, back in my heyday, in my younger time, I played a little arena football. Back in my time, it was pretty awesome. Yeah, I ain't never get out there on that, but you get a check, it's pro ball. You understand that you get paid, that's pro, baby, and it's all level. So everybody is like in the baseball, and baseball automatically, goes to the major leagues. They have the farm system, so we all have levels of development. So salute to keep stay diligent throughout the journey and process, and continue to strive. So I mean that's also an attestment right there. So salute to that, brother.
Appreciate it.
I'd like to get your opinion, Brandon. In regards to the way the game has changed now with the starting black quarterbacks, and they literally have changed the game completely. The game has gotten to the point now where these quarterbacks are not just sitting in a pocket. and they've actually able to extend plays.
Right.
What is your opinion in regards to? Because I'm sure this has a lot to do with your training as well. Seeing at how these top black quarterbacks that are in the league right now. So how does that affect your training?
It does. If you go back to some of my film, I'm not sure if you guys have seen it. You know, there was a time where, especially when I got hurt in Nebraska, I had kind of became a pocket quarterback. I had put on some weight. I was like 250. I was a very accurate passer, but I just didn't have the mobility. And so what happened was, like, I had to, since September 2020, I was out training with a guy named Andre McCann, who he trained someone named Mark Clayton. Mark Clayton played with the Baltimore Ravens and also with the Los Angeles Rams. So Andre, he worked with me for about 2 or 3 months to work on mobility and quickness. And the difference in the game is really for me is that my mobility, because if you look at it, when you're a pocket passer, it becomes one-dimensional. And our defenses are really, you know, they're a lot quicker than what people think from the outside looking in. They really are quick. And so for me, it was just making sure, and like every day, you know, we're still making sure on explosion and being able to break tackles and being able to break that pocket and contain to put some pressure on them outside linebackers, defense ends. And so that's what I work on. I mean, we know I can throw from the pocket. We know I got a rocket, I can throw it. But the main thing is to be able to have that mobility and be able to throw it from the pocket.
And because of this, the change with these black athletes, these black quarterbacks, because they've changed the game and so much faster, do you think the defensive coaches now had to create a whole new structure of plays to cover these quarterbacks today?
I mean, it's to me, it's hard because, like, you look at a guy like Lamar Jackson, for example. He's very mobile and he can throw at times, but he hasn't seemed to be able to balance the two as well as some other guys like Russell Wilson. And so when you're looking at the defenses, I mean, if you're going to take away the quarterback from running, usually what they do with black quarterbacks is they try to stop them from being able to be mobile and trying to force them to beat them with their arm in the pocket. And a lot of African-American quarterbacks struggle with that. And so they got it. You know what I mean? The defense are kind of shutting that down, because if you look at it, I mean, who's the last black Super Bowl, black quarterback who's won a Super Bowl?
And my last question is
Russell Wilson.
Russell
Wilson.
Yeah.
I'm going to use our ex-quarterback here in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Jameis Winston. I'm going to use him as an example. Here he was a top college recruit, Heisman Trophy winner in college, and came in and for 6 seasons here with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Had an arm, very mobile, but he had a very, very difficult time with reading the defense. So my question to you is what is the transition from coming from college into the pros? Why is it that you think
it's just a lot of
well, my question is, why does it take so long for them to be able to read the defense? Because I don't think it's not everybody doesn't have. He threw as many interceptions as he did touchdowns.
Yeah, it's just honestly, man, it's just the process and the studying of it, the anticipation. A lot of African American quarterbacks, they're normally mobile, so they don't take the time sometimes to be able to read the defense and anticipate what a defense may do from the pocket. And so, therefore, like Jameis Winston, he's like, he can throw and he can make plays, but he doesn't have the patience in the pocket to see a cover 2 or a cover 3 because he's been so used to using his physical ability. You know what I mean? He's been used to
always rushing.
When he's in the pocket and he doesn't see certain things look a certain way, he's ready to get out of there instead of being able to be mature enough and just dump it off. You know what I'm saying? Or get rid of the ball out of bounds. So sometimes what happens with African American quarterbacks is that the athletic ability overrides their ability to read the defense, and that's why some of them aren't as successful as they could be.
I'm gonna just say this with all due respect. I think it does not matter what level you is. It's called I could take somebody with no talent and the work ethic they put in on how to read the defense, how to read. I mean, I played ball too, bro. So I mean, I done sit in the game room, watch the film. It's on you as the individual to take the opportunity.
Yeah, you
to
got to study. You got to study.
So don't sugarcoat the shit, man. Just say the motherfucker ain't want to study no goddamn football. He thought it make the NFL.
Yeah.
He now just keep 100, bro. I mean, you made it to the goddamn level. All you got to do is study your film, and now you can't run around everybody. You know what I'm saying? Just keep 100. I mean, talk shit. He made it, but the point is though, you got to understand how to work, bro. Talent only gets you so far. There's
like when I went
behind talent, bro.
Yeah, like when I went to Nebraska. When I was in Nebraska, I thought because it was IFL. For example, when I was in Nebraska, and it was like it's the IFL. So I went in thinking like, oh, it's the IFL, it's not the NFL. So I was like, oh, the playbook, I'm not gonna have to worry about that. It's gonna be easy, right? But I was wrong. When I got out there, the playbook was like a library, like a dictionary. And so I'm like, okay, so you do have to study. I mean, it's tough because a lot of people don't like to study the defenses and look at stuff, but you got to have that. You got the physical ability, that's one thing, but the studying in the NFL makes a difference for sure.
So I was so how many hours would you say you study?
That's why Brady and Breeze are so successful for so long.
So how many hours would you say you're studying out of a week's time frame just play?
Right now,
the film.
BP, did you get the question?
I can't hear you guys clearly.
Ray had a question for you.
Yeah. So I was asking. So how many hours within a week would you say you're studying for your playbook or studying film?
Right now, I mean, in terms of my personal situation where we're really close to opportunity with the NFL, we've already been talking and stuff like that. So I've been pushing myself onto the max these past 2 months. And so I get up early during the day. I hit the field for 2 hours. And then from around 5 in the afternoon or evening to about 8 to 9, I'm just going over different looks. So I would say 4 hours a day on just film, looking at defenses, looking at what they may try to do. They know my skill set, knowing that I'm a scrambler, but I can go deep from the pocket or whatever. So I look at that, and I sit there for about 4 hours a day and go over that kind of stuff and quiz, with different people I deal with in my circle and get to understand exactly, what they're trying to do, what they're trying to take away from me, and how I can exploit them. So I would say 4 times 5, about 20 hours a week.
Yeah. Okay. We got a guest
That's
on
just
here.
the study part. That's just looking at film part.
Yeah.
Brandon, I got a gentleman up here who is a young he's a receiver, also a DB. Name is Terrence Norman Jr. over here. And Terrence, welcome to the show, man. How you doing, my brother?
Hi.
Thank you. I'm doing fine.
Terrence, you have any questions for Brandon?
Just pertaining to more like if you lost focus, how is one way you can get back on track during your college career? Like, what is one way you coach yourself to understand things and get through it?
Man, it's a good question, bro. One thing I had to do, and I don't know if it works for everybody, but it had to be a question about why. I had to find the why of why I continue to go after this, why it's so important for me to get up in the morning and run, why, the why was really big. And, when you kind of lose your focus, man, you got to go back to thinking about where it started at. What was it that when you began the journey, what was it that kept you getting up every day? What kept you motivated? You know what I'm saying? Because along the journey, man, trust me, I've been in the journey for 10 years now, tracing it, trying to get there, playing here, getting knocked off, getting hurt, coming back, whatever it is. But I never lost focus of what I want to do, why I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it kept me, even though I walked away from the game sometimes physically, I would be like, maybe I'm trying to hang it up or whatever. The why kept bringing me back to it. Like, man, this is what I want to do because I did this and because I need this, because I want to do that. Right. So I feel like if you go back to the whys of what started you on the path, it'll kind of clear your mind to the point where you're like, well, I can just focus just on this now and try to still move forward with it.
Right.
BP, I got a question I want to ask you too about grade. What was it like in regards to you playing, at your highest level and also keeping your grades up?
I couldn't hear you.
I said, also, I wanted to ask you about keeping your grades up. When you were in school and playing at the highest level, how much time did you dedicate in regards to keeping your schoolwork, your grades up?
Well, honestly, I was in Pitt for just 2 years, and I had a lot of tutors and off field help as far as because I was studying English writing and communication, and so I had something that I really liked to do, was talk and write, and so I was just interested in that. I was just interested in that from day one. So I was actually lucky to be involved with a career path that I wanted to do. So I spent a lot of time, with tutors and people like that, just working on stuff. Anytime I had an opportunity, I am obsessed with football. I've always been that way. So it was tough to find time to, it was tough to find time to get to the books and everything like that. But when I made it happen, and like again, I was lucky. Like I had something I like to do. So.
Okay. Well, you know what? I want to wish you luck, wish you well, and I know it's something that you always have to keep studying, and
Yeah.
I definitely give you props, man, for hanging in there and keeping and going after your goal and your dream. But that's really at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. We're all here to unwrap our gifts and to be able to pursue what our passion is. And being a black quarterback, man, that's what I'm saying. I'm very proud of all of the brothers that are playing in the NFL, and especially with the quarterbacks, because they have literally have changed the game. Because for so long, we weren't even allowed to even be in that position as far as a quarterback.
Right.
Exactly.
I was playing at a Catholic school, the Jesuit school. I was a quarterback in high school, going to an all Catholic, basically a white school, and I was better than the quarterback that we had. He was only like 5'9". I'm 6'3". Had a better arm and a much better reach, but because of my color, that was not basically, that was not common and couldn't play. So I was a first string receiver.
Yeah, back in that day, it was tough. Back in the 70s, it was hard, man.
Yeah, it was. But you know what? When I look at people like Warren Moon, I look at people like him who kind of broke the ice and came into the NFL, and basically he really one of the first pioneers in regards to black quarterbacks, and that changed the game. And to this day, I think that we're going to continue changing the game. I think that we continue being coaches, as we continue. We need more black ownership is what we need in the NFL, and we're constantly changing the game because everything that we touch, we're going to change it.
Because guys like you, AJ, when you played football, you helped us develop helmets because you ain't had a face mask when you was playing football.
You know what? I can't even with you. I cannot.
They just had the leather. He just had the little forehead protector on his head with the earlobe. He didn't believe in hitting. He want to keep his face pretty. So he makes sure he was like, I catch the football with triangle hit.
You'd be surprised how much you get hit as a receiver. Tell him, Terrence. Tell him how much you get hit as a receiver.
Oh my God. I can't even with y'all. So really quick, we have to wrap up our show, but I do have a question since we are just a couple of weeks out from the Super Bowl. I want to get everybody's take on who you got for the big game. Let me start with Mr. Monk down there. Who you got for the Super Bowl?
It's pretty hard to pick from the NFC because, if Tampa Bay's defense shows up tomorrow, like they did last week, they could win that game.
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe that. So it's hard from there. I think Kansas City is going to be a shoo-in. I like Buffalo and what they do.
I do too.
I think that their defense can cause a lot of people to lose money tomorrow. But I really think Kansas City wants it. I think they want to get there again. They've got a lot of offensive weapons. As you saw, they don't necessarily need Mahomes in the game, but they have them. So I've got Kansas City, and I'm not really sure from the NFC.
All right. Mr. Norman Jr.
Yes, ma'am.
Who you with?
I'll say I have Tom Brady because he's been there so many times. He understands the emotional and just aspect of being in that stadium and coming in the game time. And I just feel like after that hit Mahomes took the other week, I feel like he's just not going to be able to be 100. And they won't be able to rely on him as they would in the past. So I feel like will just dominate, just do what he normally does, and just wins a chip, wins another one in a different division.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, BP, who you got? You hear me? Brandon? Can you hear me?
BP, right?
Yes.
BP, she's talking to you.
I don't know if he's frozen or still there. I'm gonna move on.
Hey man, it's tough, Bill, but you know I can't go against my boy Aaron Rodgers, man. You know Aaron Rodgers is playing. Well, y'all can't hear me?
Yeah, you're going in and out.
Y'all can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Y'all can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, we gotta move on.
Mr. Ray Money?
Hello?
Man, look, I look just because of
my bad.
Just because
I'm not going against Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? I like Aaron Rodgers. To me, he's the best quarterback in the NFL right now. He's playing the best.
Okay, go ahead, Ray.
Nah?
We're running out of time here. Go ahead, Ray.
Look, just on tomorrow's game, I don't know about the rest of them. I want the Chiefs to win because I don't want my Bills to win at nothing. I don't want no Bills to win.
No Bills to win.
Okay.
He said he don't want Bills to win.
I can't get that to come out my mouth to let Bills win. That's
oh my word. Julio, who you with?
Go ahead, Julio.
Oh, I mean,
his team's already gone.
Yeah, I know you ain't gotta talk to me. That's why I say, man, I ain't got shit to say good about Aaron Rodgers. Okay, bear down, son. So the Bears ain't there. I'm going with Tom Brady over the stinky ass Packers. Okay, because he gonna do it to him. You can't hold Antonio Brown down, son.
He ain't playing tomorrow.
Yeah, he's not even playing.
He's out. He's hurt.
They need help.
AD is hurt.
Guess what? They still got Gronk. They still got Mike.
Yeah.
Okay. And then AFC wise, the Chiefs ain't got Mahomes. I think the Bills are gonna find a way to stop the dissing.
It's gonna be the Packers and the Bills.
The Packers and the Bills.
Packers and the Bills. Aaron Rodgers can't bet against them.
We're not doing Bill Packers. They're not doing Bill Packers.
AJ, who you with?
Oh man, it's a tough one. You know what? Honestly, for the NFC, I am gonna kind of go with Tampa Bay with the Bucks, and two reasons because I like what Tom Brady has done. I like how this man came in one season with no preseason whatsoever, came in and turned around and took this team to the playoffs. They couldn't have been into the playoffs in since 2009, something like that, something ridiculous.
Yeah.
And so I give him a lot of props on that. And it's not just that; it's just the players who have been there that had to go through Winston, had to go through that situation. They didn't want to go to playoffs every year. And the bottom line is now they have a leader. It's all about that leadership. So, but honestly, I really think Kansas City is definitely going to be there in regards to the AFC. I don't think they.
Yeah.
I think they're sure in. And but I got a lot of respect for Bills, Josh Allen, and the Bills too. I got a lot of respect for them. It's going to be a really good tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's going to be two games tomorrow. I'm just going to say that two really good games tomorrow. So
good games tomorrow.
I'm already happy with what Tampa Bay has already done, going to the playoffs, getting to the championship. I respect that.
Yep, I hope for Tampa Bay simply because the Super Bowl is here in Tampa, and I'm just hoping Tampa Bay gets there because it would be the first time the team got to the Super Bowl and they hosted it. So just for the strength of that, I'm like, okay, come on, Tampa Bay. Y'all got to do this because my Eagles are straight trash this year. I need something to believe in right about now.
Yeah, they're in a rebuilding stage.
I'm surprised you're an Eagles fan.
I'm from Camden, New Jersey. Yes, I am an Eagles fan. Yes.
Hey,
Burgundy, baby.
I got
Jersey in the house.
real quick. Mr. Terrence Norman Jr. over here. He is a star receiver from high school, going into his he's in his second year in college now, and we're looking at a future star here. He's either going to be a receiver or a DB. So we're going to be looking forward to his future. And I appreciate you joining us, Mr. Terrence Norman Jr. I think you got the gift. There's no question about that, man. You got the gift. You went to a state champ. You went to the state champs in high school. And what school are you playing at now, Terrence? What team you gonna be working with?
Midwestern State University, Division II.
That's right, in Texas. That's right, Midwestern. So definitely gonna be looking for him. Brandon,
good luck.
Thank you so much, man, for joining us. And you know what, man? I really like what you're representing, and I like your work ethics. I think that's what a lot of it is. What this is all about: your work ethics, your own belief. And I want to thank you so much, man, for joining us today and give us your input and what it's like to be in that position. And I wish you the best. And I'm hoping to next time we do have you on the show that you'll be playing for the Rams. Playing for the Rams or something,
Hey.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it a lot.
I know the Rams are looking at you very carefully right now, so we'll see what happens. But I want to thank everybody.
We right here. We right there.
I want to thank our audience. I want to thank Heather Britton. Thank you so much for joining us as well. And also, I got to give a special shout out to Gail. Gail, thank you for joining us today as well. And everyone that's actually been watching us, and we're growing, and it's because of you. We want to thank you so much, especially you too, S. Monk. Thank you for joining us today as well. And I want to say, I wish everybody a very healthy weekend, man. And it's going to be some great games tomorrow. I want everybody to be safe. Don't forget, we're still dealing with this COVID, so be smart.
Yeah.
And we'll have a special guest next week as well. And everybody have an awesome, awesome weekend. And Shonda, you know what? We're going to. I want to thank you so much too for the entertainment news. That was really important. A special shout out to Larry King and also to Hank Aaron, two major legends in our culture. So I want to thank you for that. So we'll see you next week, man, on the Max Mobile Celebrity Podcast. Everybody have yourself a great weekend.
Take care, everybody.
We'll see you next week.